Hello and welcome to the ASC Care Network. I'm Jerald Cosey, and today we are here to celebrate Father's Day. And on our panel, we have three operational leaders who have joined us today. First of all, we'll start with Omar. Would you mind introducing yourself, and after Omar, Tony, and then Brandon?
Well, hello, folks. My name is Omar Johnson. I'm the Executive Director here at Rosewalk Village in Indianapolis. I'm very excited to be here. Been rocking it out here with the team for about 2 years, going on 3. So thanks for having me, Jerald.
Tony?
Thanks for the invite, Jerald. Tony Link, Executive Director at Harcourt Terrace. Been with the company almost 12 years and been at Harcourt for about a year.
Brandon?
My name is Brandon Burns. I'm the Executive Director at Cypress Grove in Newburgh, Indiana. I've been with ASC for about 3 years, and I've been here at Cypress for a little over 2 years.
Tony, let's start with you. Why is Father's Day so important to you?
Well, I think it's an opportunity, one, to be recognized from our family in theory, but also for us to try to recognize those fathers and people that have been father-like in our lives and our mentors, and to recognize them for their time that they've devoted to us. You know, we devote time to our families, and there are people that have been father-like in our lives and have mentored us and guided us and given us their time. And I think being appreciative and respectful of their time is important also.
Absolutely. Omar, why is Father's Day important to you?
Well, I tell you, Jerald, it's really special for me. Having losing my father about 5 years ago. My father was a man, born from Hard Knocks, School of Hard Knocks, and he taught me how to be a man. So everything that I am today is because of my father, whether I like it or loved it or not, or did not. It's because of him. And so every year during this time, I reflect on my childhood. I reflect on how I was brought up, and I reminisce about the past, on how grateful I am that, Fred Lee Johnson Sr. made me who I am today. So Father's Day is very special for me because for me, it's a day of reflection and a day for me just to say thank God for what I've been through and how he made me overcome it.
Absolutely. Well, rest in peace, Mr. Johnson. And Brandon?
I'd say similar to Omar. It's a day that I reflect and just appreciate my own father, because my dad was a single dad for a little while when I was a little kid, and he had me and my sister and my brother, and he never wavered, never. He was always there for us and created an environment. I didn't know that, that we didn't have much, and a lot of that goes to him just because he was able to provide the best he could for us. And I've always appreciated that. And I hope to carry that forward in my own fatherhood journey.
We spend a lot of time in the community looking for ways to honor our residents and to connect with our residents. As we move and enter into Father's Day weekend, talk to us a little bit about what your building is doing or what you would like to see accomplished in recognizing the dads within your community.
Well, Jerald, I like to tell you here at Rosewalk, we had that Thank You Thursday, which seems to be a phenomenon here at ASC. I challenge all the mothers here, just to find that father figure or that male special person that's in their life and just say thank you. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for helping us do this. Thank you for helping us do that. We're just looking for thanks here at Rosewalk Village. And, I've been getting quite a few of them so far. And, and it really makes you feel special on the inside. So I'm just looking for a thank you this week.
Good point, Omar. I know at Harcourt Terrace, we're trying to facilitate those visits with the fathers in our building and help them stay in touch with their family, and whether it's making calls or video calls, or if a family member's coming in for a visit, making sure they've got a good private space or an adequate space or spend time outside, but trying to help our fathers stay active with their families and any assistance that they need.
And I'm right alongside what Tony said. We have a beautiful courtyard here, and we utilize that for a lot of our family visits. So that's one of our main points of emphasis for Father's Day. Is to make sure that we have those visits and those families coming in, and we have plenty of space, and so they're comfortable during their visits.
Thank you. For this one, for the sake of time, I'll narrow it down to Tony and Brandon. Is there a father within your community that you really like to recognize today?
I've got a maintenance supervisor who has a young daughter, and she adores him. And as a younger daughter, she's getting involved in sports, and I think she's doing some cheer or gymnastics. So he's having to flex his time a little bit at work to get her to practices and to become involved with that and to learn all the things that goes along with that. And he talks about it and he enjoys it. And, just something new for him in a new way to stay involved in her life and her activities.
And Tony, what is his name?
Tim Apple, he's our maintenance supervisor.
All right. Well, happy Father's Day, Tim. Brandon?
I've got a unit manager named Jerald Cosey. He's got 5 kids. So he's a very busy man, but he always, he's just a super dedicated unit manager, loves our residents so much, has been here for 4 years. And he, he'll work nights if he has to, cover weekend shift holes, but I always try to make sure I get him out during the week if he's worked the weekend or whatever, so he can go spend time with all those kids. He loves his family and he loves our residents. So I really do appreciate him.
Awesome. Awesome. And his name again?
Jerald Cosey.
Happy Father's Day, Derek. So let's talk about the 3 of you. How do you balance your responsibilities at home as a father versus your responsibilities within your community?
Well, I tell you, Jerald, first off, we have to be organized as professionals. As healthcare workers, as you know, the job is very demanding. And so we also have to live that life on the calendar, so to speak, or an agenda. When we leave work at 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock, we leave work. When it's time to punch in and be mom or dad or father or son, whatever the case may be, whatever hat we wear outside of work, then it's time to do that. So it's all about that perfect balance, Monday through Friday, Sunday through Sunday. Organize, make time for everything. Most importantly, make time for your family.
Well, you know what? Thank you, Omar. And I want to get a little bit more detail with Tony. So, Tony, I know your girls keep you busy from, you name it. I remember when they were in swimming, when you were my senior ED. How do you manage, the various activities outside of work as well as leading your community?
Well, that's one of the luxuries, I think, of being an executive director is we can flex our time. We can work later in the evening. Our job, like Omar said, our job doesn't have to happen from 9 to 5. If there's things you need to take home and do them at 8 or 9 o'clock at night to make sure you're available for a swim meet or a tennis match or something like that, that's what you've got to do. You've got to find that time for the family first. And then there's always going to be priorities in work, but some of those items you can shift to later in the day or on a weekend and still get them done timely and still afford your family the time that it needs.
Absolutely. I know we talk a lot about work-life balance. That's been a big initiative for us here at American Senior Communities. And I will tell you, we work in a very emotionally demanding career space. And it's imperative that we are intentional about balancing that out because we need you whole. And there are times when we just don't have an option, even if the kids do have a swim meet. If state's in the building and we've got a 5-alarm fire, we normally adjust. But the reason I say that is it's so important to find balance when balance presents the opportunity to you. Brandon, you're a little different here on our panel because you have an infant and then you have a toddler. So how are you managing this phase right now in your life as a dad of young children?
Yeah, so I've got a little girl who's 21 months and a brand new baby who's 3 months old, a little boy. And so that's a challenge in and of itself. And then mixing in the ED lifestyle, it makes a lot of fun. But I always tell people the most important aspect for me to having a successful building is having a really good team around you, people that can pick you up when you need their help. And then I the same goes for the home life. I've got a really good support system. My wife and her parents have helped watch the kids. And I think having those people around you is probably the most important thing you can do to be successful both at home and at work.
Awesome. I want to take this time to say that we had Chris Adams joining us today. He's an executive director in Fort Wayne and a dad. We also had Gary Goodwin, who is a director of nursing, who planned on joining us, who is a dad, but their buildings took them to an opportunity that wouldn't allow for them to jump on this call. As a final question, before we get out of here today, I would like to offer the opportunity for each of you to extend a personalized Happy Father's Day message to our listeners out there in ASC Nation. Brandon?
Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know what we do, it's not always the most, glamorous job, and it's kind of thankless at times, but just know that I appreciate what you do, and I value all of you fathers out there.
Absolutely. Omar?
All you wonderful dads out there, I say happy Father's Day. Have a great weekend, rest, receive all the thank yous that you can deserve, continue on the path.
And Mr. Link?
Thanks. And Jerald, first off, happy Father's Day to you, and hope you have a great day with your family. And thanks for facilitating this. I want all the fathers to enjoy their day, enjoy their time with their family, enjoy what they do, and relish them, because they go by fast, and everybody grows up and lives change, and enjoy that quality time you can with your family.
Absolutely. Well, you all know without saying that our biggest strength at American Senior Communities is our people. And part of our ASC Care Network has men and women from all different aspects of our organization. So today, for all of the dads within ASC Care Network, we want to say happy Father's Day, and may you have a wonderful and blessed weekend.